Morning everybody, happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Let's wind into the week with some stretches. So we'll start off, feet flat on the ground, hip width apart, shoulders up, backwards and down. And I just want you to grip the underside of your chair and put your left ear to your left shoulder. And then turn to have your chin to the shoulder. Try and reach it as far away from your neck as you can. And back to the ear. And chin. And ear. And neutral. Now for the other side. And chin. Ear. And chin. And ear. And release. New stretch for us today. I want to try it out. So we're going to have our elbows just tucked in and our hands at a total right angle, palms up towards the sky. What I just want you to do is move them from the middle as far as you can to the outside. Pause for a second when you're out here and then bring it back. So at the side you will have a little bit of resistance. That's why I want you to hold that, squeeze the shoulder blades together and bring your hands back. Just going to do 6 of these. And 3. Important to have a really straight back and have your shoulders up, back and down for this one, so you can really put some pressure on your upper back. It's a bit posture corrective, which is great. And we'll do one more. And back to the middle. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to go into the sides of our body now. So we're just going to do leans to the ground. So this time we'll do 6 taps on the ground. Remember to keep your shoulders in line with your hips so you're not bending forward. You're just bending to the side. If you can't touch the ground, that's okay. Just as far as you can to get some resistance. I'm pretty tall, so I definitely can't get to the ground. So what we're going to add on to that one now is, instead of just having this arm hanging, we're going to pop that over the top. And we'll do 6 again. Make sure that you're keeping both hips on the seat. And one more each side, just for good luck. All right, a bit more of a relaxing stretch now, I suppose, is feet hip width apart and flat on the ground. What I want you to do is, just from your hips first, I just want you to fold down. So try and visualize your shoulder blades staying together, so straight upper back, and you're just folding at the hips to fold down. And release back up, and we'll do that once more for 12 seconds. And up, and this time we're just going to straighten one of our legs. So heel on the ground, toe up, one leg straight, one leg bent, and we're just going to do the exact same thing again and try and stretch out that hamstring. You might need to be on the edge of your chair, and we'll do it for 12 seconds, 2 times. and release. I definitely can't get all the way down. And on the other side. And release. We'll do both sides again. And swap over. And release back up. And for this one, we want to try and have we'll start off with left foot flat on the ground. Right ankle is going to sit on top of that left knee. And we're just going to push this knee down and hold. And you can release it up, give yourself a little bit of a release. And for the next 12 seconds, we're going to be trying that bend again. So keep your shoulder blades together and just bend from that hip as a hinge. So and release, leg down and other side. So just the knee down for starters. And release. And now we're going to add in that bend. And release. And leg down. Perfect. Last stretch, just to get some wiggle room in our upper body. We're going to have our feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. And what we're going to do is have opposite hand touch the inside of opposite ankle, and the other arm will be straight up in the air. So for starters, I'll go left hand to right ankle, keeping my left foot on the ground and my chair still, and swapping. And we'll do 4 on each side. If it helps as well, I like to rest this elbow on the opposite knee. And the important thing is that we get that arm in the air all the way up. One more on each side. And release. So shoulders up, back and down. And I hope you have a great week.
Okay, so now that we have stretched our bodies, we're going to give a bit of attention to our mind and check in with how our body is feeling in the present moment with a really simple breathing exercise. So I want you to get comfortable in your chair. Try and sit up nice and straight with your feet flat on the ground, resting your hands where they feel comfortable. So either on your stomach or the tops of your thighs. And as per usual, we're going to start by just taking some nice deep breaths into our stomach. So as you do this, you should feel your stomach rising and falling. This is a good sign that you're taking nice deep breaths. Once you're feeling comfortable, I'll get you to close your eyes as well and to continue focusing on that breath and the sound of my voice. Now I want you to take your breaths deeper by breathing in for a count of 5, holding for a count of 5, and then breathing out for a count of 5. So this is a nice way of getting some rhythm into your breathing and ensuring that you're taking nice deep breaths in and out. So we're breathing in for 5, holding for 5, and breathing out for 5. Now, counting your breaths is a simple way to keep that rhythm up, but it's also a nice way for you to focus on the present moment. So you might feel that your mind starts to wander, to think ahead to something you need to do later or something that's been bothering you from yesterday. We're going to let all that go right now and just focus on counting to 5 and breathing nice and deeply. So if your mind wanders, it's okay, but just return it to the counting once you notice that it is wandering. Now, as you continue to take those deep breaths, I'm going to try something a little bit different today. I want you to take a moment now to think of one thing that you're grateful for. So it might be a thing, might be a person or a place. Don't stress about it too much, just whichever thing comes to mind first. I want you to take a moment to think about that thing or person that you're grateful for, and to just feel gratitude, to feel happiness, and to feel grateful that you have that thing or person in your life. Sometimes when we're feeling down or overwhelmed, just taking a second to think about something that we are grateful for, that brings us pleasure or joy, can be a nice way to ground ourselves. Now, to wrap up today's session, I want you to start to bring your attention back to the room, wiggling your toes, opening your eyes. Hopefully you're feeling grateful, focused and relaxed, and hopefully you're still feeling nice after that stretch from Rach. Don't forget to follow We Latrobe and Make Your Move on Facebook to keep posted on our Mindful Monday activities. Thanks for joining us this week, and I look forward to seeing you again in the future.